Una semblanza del Papa Francisco, cuando todavía no podemos creer que ya no está con nosotros. El Papa Francisco fue primero para nosotros, los argentinos, el arzobispo de Buenos Aires, Jorge Bergoglio. Y desde entonces, con nosotros, las otras comunidades de fe, judíos, musulmanes, siempre hemos tenido la sensación de un amigo que nos abría la puerta de su casa, de su catedral. Y ese pastor que nos enseñó también acá en Argentina a trabajar con los que están en las márgenes de la sociedad, con los que a veces la política no tiene en cuenta, ese pastor tuvo la posibilidad de ser el pastor de toda la Grey Católica del mundo. Por eso solo me queda decir gracias por un mensaje que ahora después de su muerte va a ser aún más valorado. Gracias por la misión que jamás dejó de tener y de desarrollar más allá de un puesto, el puesto probablemente de poder más grande de los gobernantes del mundo, y sin embargo jamás dejó de ser un pastor. Algo que caracteriza al Papa Francisco es que cuando falleció, la gente me daba las condolencias a mí. Logró que la gente vea que somos familia, y eso es lo más importante.
Pope Francis is a precious gift from God because he lived with humility and simplicity for his whole life, serving all living beings with tirelessness. His life never ends. He will be our continuation if we live truly in the present moment, serving all living beings with love and joy, like Pope Francis.
La prima volta che ho potuto salutare Papa Francesco era durante l'incontro a Castel Gandolfo. L'ho abbracciato alla casa Santa Marta dicendogli che ero sua figlia musulmana. Mi ricordo il suo grande sorriso e compiacere, perché era davvero il padre di tutti, nel vero senso della parola cattolico, un padre universale. Soprattutto nel suo cammino verso il prossimo ha avuto tantissimi incontri con i teologi e i dottori dell'Islam e anche con gli imam. Ha viaggiato in molti paesi musulmani e ha scritto il primo documento storico a 2 mani, a 4 mani, insieme all'imam musulmano sulla fratellanza universale, mettendo in rilievo l'importanza, anzi la sintesi della fede, l'amore verso il prossimo. Una cosa che colpisce anche molto i musulmani è questa sua missione dedicata alla Madonna, ma ad una Madonna speciale, la Madonna di Fatima, che già nel suo stesso nome abbraccia i 2 mondi dell'Islam e del cristianesimo. Allora, è il padre vero del mondo intero, un maestro che ha lasciato una scia di luce e di unità e di bellezza.
Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. At an interreligious conference in Rome in June 2024, I was honored to have an audience with His Holiness Pope Francis. His first question to me was, "What are you doing to promote interfaith dialogue between all the communities?" For those of us engaged in interfaith dialogue, his loss is rather exceptional, because from my own observation, his leadership showed that there were no boundaries in religion. It was always about building bridges. He practiced and showed us all that faith was a force for healing and not division. His conduct clearly showed that interfaith dialogue is not an alternative to conviction, but in fact its highest expression, where truth is pursued not through any domination, but through physical presence, humility, and careful listening. Indeed, let us continue his work with legacy to build bridges of compassion and peace among the interreligious for a more united world.
We had in Pope Francis a leader for humanity. On April 21st, 2025, we gathered as a community at Shanti Ashram to celebrate his life in thanksgiving. We offered interfaith prayers, our Anjali, our collective tribute, and remembered what he stood for: peace. Peace for all. It is at this moment that India also remembers how he drew on the life of Mahatma Gandhi and their shared inspiration, St. Francis of Assisi. Their commitment to interreligious dialogue and building of peaceful society are lasting legacies that the world will remember for long. Last May, when I met him at the Vatican again, alongside faith representatives who were convened for the One Human Family conference by the Focolare movement, he welcomed us with open arms. He saw me and gave me that familiar smile and whispered in my ears, "Do more for children." This last call I will always remember.
I had the good privilege of being in the presence of the Holy Father on the 3rd of June. And on 2 previous occasions, I've also had the privilege of meeting Pope Benedict XVI, Pope John Paul II, and Pope Francis in particular had completely spiritually transformed the way the services of the Catholic community are to be provided to humanity. He opened the doors of the Church in a manner that was not known in the past. And his many encyclicals and the papal bulls, particularly the ones about which I have written, the Laudato Si, the Green encyclical, and Fratelli Tutti, the social fraternity and harmony encyclical, as well as my study of the synodality documents that emanated from the Pope to all the faithful, truly inspired me to understand the greatness, the majesty, and the profound contribution of Pope Francis.